Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 17th of June 2018. We're going to reflect on Mark 4:26 to 34. Listen. Jesus also said, "The kingdom of God is as if someone would scatter seed on the ground and would sleep and rise night and day, and the seed would sprout and grow. He does not know how. The earth produces of itself first the stalk, then the head, then the full grain in the head. But when the grain is ripe, at once he goes in with his sickle because the harvest has come." He also said, "With what can we compare the kingdom of God, or what parable will we use for it? It is like a mustard seed, which, when sown upon the ground, is the smallest of all the seeds on earth. Yet when it is sown, it grows up and becomes the greatest of all shrubs and puts forth large branches so that the birds in the air can make nests in its shade." With many such parables he spoke the word to them as they were able to hear it. He did not speak to them except in parables, but he explained everything in private to his disciples. The Gospel of the Lord. There is a lot to reflect upon in today's reading, but let's just talk about mustard seeds. Jesus said that if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. You'll find that in Matthew 17:20. In this passage today, Jesus says that the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds, yet when it grows, becomes the greatest of all shrubs and puts forth branches so large the birds in the air can make their nests in it. Now, the first thing that people who know these kind of things would say is, by no means is the mustard seed the smallest seed there is. That honor belongs to the seeds of the tropical orchids that are minuscule. And when mustard seeds grow, the plants usually attain a height of about 4 or 5 feet, which by no definition makes them the greatest of the shrubs. So, what's going on? Why didn't Jesus use the analogy of the mighty cedar like Ezekiel did? This is what the prophet said. I got it tagged here. "On the mountain height of Israel I will plant it, in order that it may produce boughs and bear fruit," or is that boughs, "and become a noble cedar. Under it every kind of bird will live. In the shade of its branches will nest winged creatures of every kind." That's Ezekiel 17:23. Now, the first thing to remember is that despite what people say, the parables were not intended to be easy to understand. They were told to make people think. And think what? That Jesus failed biology in school. No, that Jesus was trying to describe the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, and these were revealed only to people who earnestly sought them. To speak about a cedar tree growing tall was therefore nothing of great note. Cedar trees were expected to grow tall. But to speak of a mustard plant growing tall and becoming a tree was out of the ordinary, something miraculous. And Jesus wanted them to understand that this growth was exactly that, miraculous. And that is what God did. Grow his church to the humongous size that it has become today. Miraculously. And if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can do things miraculously too. God bless you.